Yeah, please.
Good morning.
Please take a seat.
Thank you, sir.
So, how are you today, Shruti?
I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Okay. And what newspapers have you been reading?
As of now, I didn't read any
You didn't read
newspaper
anything today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. What do you think is the most important thing going on in the country right now?
Sir, as of now, the Honorable Supreme Court has made the electoral bonds unconstitutional. Maybe that is the important thing going on.
So, what are the two fundamental rights which are clashing? You know, Supreme Court has spoken about two fundamental rights. When did they become fundamental rights and how are they clashing together?
So, one thing is right to equality under Article 14 and other thing is Article 21 under right to privacy. So, right to privacy pertains to the individuals who are donating to the political parties. And Article 14 and Article 19 also, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay.
So, Article 19 is right to free expression. So, people, in order to showcase their free will while electing the people, they should have all the information.
Is it right to free expression or is it right to information which was made a fundamental right earlier by the Supreme Court, which was incorporated as a fundamental right? So, what are the words Supreme Court has used while describing, supremacy of one right over another?
Sir, I am not completely sure of it, sir. But the Supreme Court has told we should go for which is less intrusive.
Which is?
Less intrusive or more efficient way of curbing corruption, sir.
Do you think they've spoken about the principle of proportionality? Proportionally, one right is more important than another in this particular instance.
Sir, I am not completely sure of.
So now, what has the Supreme Court asked them to do?
Sir, one thing is the court has asked whosoever didn't get deducted the money, which is in the 15-day period, they have to give it back to the SBI. And also the SBI has asked the court has asked SBI to give back the money, to give the details of the donations to the election commission, and the election commission has to put into the public domain about the donations which has been made.
So under the banking rules, you must be having bank accounts also. Do you think I can go and ask the bank that I want to know how much money is there in Shruti's account or what transactions Shruti has done in the bank? So will the bank tell me under any law, under the RTI or whatever? Will they tell me?
Because I am not a public personality or public authority in the RTI, the bank can't give my details. They are private details, sir.
No, even a public authority also, unless there is a criminal case registered or a investigation is going on, they will not disclose. So how will is the bank supposed to disclose all these details of a transaction of a company? Supposing a company has purchased a bond, so how are they going to, under what law are they going to disclose? Do you think it is going to happen, in your opinion?
Sir, it has to happen, sir, because we have seen here it is the right to privacy is comparatively.
No, we are not talking about rights here. That thing is settled, that the right to information is bigger than, proportionally more important than the right to privacy in this particular case. That's what the Supreme Court has decided. Now, whether the banks will actually be able to reveal the information to the Election Commission is the moot point. What is your opinion on that?
Sir, I think the banks has to reveal it because it is a court order. So it may lead to contempt of court by the banks if.
And if the banks go and say that it is illegal for me to do it under the existing rules, what can they do? The banks do. What is the recourse open to them under the law?
Sir, I am not sure of it, sir.
They can file a review petition.
Yes, sir. They may file a review petition, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Shruti, good morning. Do you take interest in foreign policy matters?
I am not. I am, sir.
You do read.
I do read, sir.
And you watch TV as well.
Yes, sir.
Right. What do you think is the prospect for relations between India and Pakistan? Can there ever be peace between our two countries?
Sir, I think the question should be there should be peace, we should focus on improving our economic relations, focusing more on our cultural ties, so that peace comes between both the countries, and that will be very much important for India to rise and the Asian century to happen, sir.
But they don't want economic relations. They don't want cultural relations. So if they don't want, then how can you have relations with them?
We should go for diplomatic discussions. That is one way ahead, sir.
Should we close our embassy there in Pakistan?
Opinion, definitely we shouldn't do that. We should try to focus on negotiations, maintaining better relations with Pakistan, sir.
Do you know this expression, democratization of foreign policy? Have you ever heard of this?
Heard of it as of now. I'll look into it, sir.
See, you are from Andhra, I believe, right? So when an IT professional working in the US gets into trouble, when he doesn't get a visa, is he not interested, he or she not interested in US visa policies?
They are interested in US visa policies, sir.
Right. State governments, are they not interested in investments?
Investments, sir.
Now, if I ask you again, democratization of foreign policy, what do you think it might mean?
It may be everyone wants to get involved in foreign policy, are more interested in foreign policy and want their say or their interest to be included in the foreign policy, sir. Maybe that can be democratization of foreign policy, sir.
Do you think that these days, in the last decade or 2 decades, India's standing in the world has risen greatly?
Sir, definitely India's position in the world has risen. India has become economically, it became a major growth spot, if I can say that. And also we have been a part of acting as a leader of Global South, and we have been showcasing what our interests are in major international forums like the United Nations, sir.
Yeah. So can we ever hope to be member of United Nations Security Council as a permanent member?
Yes, sir. I think we should. We are a great candidate for be a part of UN Security Council, sir.
Why?
So one thing is, as we have seen, the world, the UN has been fossilified. I think we need to change it, democratize it more based on current day realities.
Yes.
And also India has been an active member in UN peacekeeping forces, and India also is a non-permanent member, I think almost 8 times as of now. So it has vast experience also, and we have a lot of people. Demographically also we are the second, now though we are first largest population in the world. So I think all this makes India a better candidate, sir.
Do you think there is something we can do better in foreign policy than we are doing right now? Anything we can improve? Anything we can do in a smoother, better way?
There is always a scope for improvement. I think we can even more talk with or more debates or discussions with countries like China, which we are having certain competition, and we can also act more towards the Global South. We can involve them more in bringing about these reforms or in our foreign policy situations, sir.
Good morning, Sruthi.
Good morning, sir.
You are a mechanical engineer.
Yes, sir.
And there is a famous personality who broke the glass ceiling in mechanical engineering with telco. Who is that person and what happened?
I am not aware of it.
Heard of Sudha Murthy?
Yes, sir.
Did she break the glass ceiling that time or not?
Yes, sir.
So you should know about her. Now, as a mechanical engineer, please tell me, which out of these two types of engine, IC and CI engine, which is more efficient, and if I have to use one particular engine in high altitude, why should I use?
Sir, it is generally considered diesel engines, that is the CI engines are more efficient.
CI stands for?
Compressed ignition engine,
Right.
sir. So it is.
Why is it more efficient?
Sir, I think in case of CI engines, the
Think of high altitude. Why I have used the word high altitude, and high altitude, why would it be more efficient?
because there will be less air, atmospheric air in the high altitude region.
Agreed. All right. If I ask you to design a all-terrain vehicle, what are the parameters, in which order would you consider?
So currently I'm not, I
What
can't
is a
recall.
gyroscope? How does it function? It has connection with my previous question. Gyroscope?
I can't recollect at this moment, so I'll definitely look into it, sir.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
You are not expected to know everything. Now NCC, you've
Yes,
been an
sir.
NCC candidate, isn't it? And
Yes,
you-
sir.
What life lesson does NCC teach us?
So the major life lesson it teaches is unity and brotherhood among everyone, sir. And for me particularly, it taught me what discipline is. We have been trained to be very disciplined, and personally I have seen that I became very disciplined after joining NCC, sir.
So you are happy that you joined NCC?
Yes, sir.
You did not go for NCC B certificate or C certificate.
Yes, sir. I just went for A certificates.
You did only the A certificate. Now your mother is a teacher. There is some problem with our teaching system, because there was a survey that 8th class students are not able to understand the arithmetic of 2nd class and English in this northern region, of course, and 90% of pass out of engineering institutions are not fit to be employed. They are unemployable. What is the problem, and why are we not able to handle it?
Sir, I think until now we are focusing more on quantity than on quality. I think we should now focus on teaching, learning maybe.
Teaching is outdated. It is mentoring. Mentor is the word now. Nobody teaches. People mentor. Okay. Now my last question, Shruti. 7th October, Hamas attacked Israel. Israel, known as the best, technologies they have for stealth attacks and everything in the entire world. Their Iron Dome was cheated. How did it happen? What was the reason?
Sir, it is said that it has been an intelligence failure, sir. I know until that only, sir. I'm not completely sure what is the major reason, sir. Sorry, sir. I'll look into it.
Thank you,
definitely.
Shruti.
Thank
Sruthi, one country has just slipped into recession, thereby upsetting its, size of the economy. Which one is that?
Ma'am, currently.
Where is India in terms of size of the economy?
Ma'am, it is 5th largest economy.
Yeah, fine. Okay. Now, which is the first? Can you list?
Ma'am, first, ma'am, it is USA, ma'am.
USA then?
Yes, ma'am. Then it is China, ma'am.
Yeah, then?
Then I'm not sure of it, ma'am. Maybe.
Well, Japan was, and it has just slipped into recession. So Germany. Okay, alright. So opposite of recession is what?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so which countries in the neighborhood are suffering from hyperinflation? Have suffered?
Ma'am, actually Sri Lanka has suffered in the 2020-22, ma'am.
Yeah.
And I think
Any other country?
Pakistan has also seen hyperinflation, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And is there any country which has seen 3-digit? Not in a neighborhood, of course. Yeah.
If I am correct, it is Argentina.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
yes,
So we're
ma'am.
taking another one. Okay. So just you can brush up on that. All right. Okay. Now IMF spoke about Indian debt. Did you read about that?
Ma'am,
They were concerned about the debt of India.
Ma'am, I'm not sure of it, ma'am. The last time I read, the IMF has said among the world countries, India is in a better position because we are at around 80%.
Yeah, we are around 80%, but they have raised concerns about it. Okay? Alright, just go through that. And what do you think is the percentage of debt of USA?
Ma'am, it is more than us, ma'am. It is around 100.
Yes, very good. Even China is higher than us. Okay, so just read about it also. Now, what do you understand by multidimensional poverty?
Ma'am, usually we used to look poverty as an economic criteria. Then people and many scientists has found that it is not just money which can look into people's poverty. So we are looking at a holistic perspective. For example, we are looking at their education, we are looking at their health levels, and we are looking at.
How many indicators are there?
Currently in MDP there are 10, but in case of India we are looking at 12, ma'am.
Niti Aayog has given
Yes,
12 members.
yes, ma'am.
And how many dimensions are there?
Ma'am, there are 3 dimensions currently.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And how many people has India said that it has taken out of multidimensional?
India has said that it has taken almost 25 crore people out of poverty, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Now, what do you understand by energy security?
Ma'am, in my opinion, energy security is meeting the demands of now, and also it has the ability to meet the demand of rising demand. It will.
Where is India in terms of energy security?
Currently, India is faring well. India is focusing more on renewable energy, but we are more dependent on imports. Yes, ma'am. So,
What is the largest import?
I'm sorry, ma'am, I couldn't understand.
Which is the largest import?
The coal maybe. I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm
Think
not.
about something else.
Maybe petroleum we are importing more.
And why did the not any longer, but why did the prices shoot up of petroleum products?
One thing is because of the attacks happening in the Red Sea route, so we have to take a longer route, so that the prices are increasing.
Yeah.
But currently we are importing from Russia too, so which has kept us in a safer space, ma'am.
So now it's okay. It went up.
And
Yeah. And who are these Houthis?
ma'am, these are terror organizations.
Are they terror organizations?
Maybe radical organizations, maybe, ma'am. I'm not completely sure of it.
Just read.
Yes, ma'am. I'll
Which
look into
country
it.
are they from?
Ma'am, they are currently based in Yemen, ma'am.
Yeah, just read up. Okay, just brush up a little bit. Okay. Just one last question. You're very fond of dogs. Dogs and news.
What? Sorry, ma'am.
You're very fond of dogs. Let's take care of dogs. They're also news.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. For
Increasing stray attacks, stray dog attacks on people, and also there is sad news of people attacking dogs too, ma'am. So both issues are in the news currently.
yes, do read more.
Yes.
Yes, do read more
Yes.
on vaccination, etc. Because tomorrow's the interview. No? Yeah? And you mentioned it there.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shruti, very good morning. So, from Andhra Pradesh. So, with respect to the three cities, what is the current position?
The state government has withdrawn the bill as of now. So it is sub judice now, it is in the Honorable Supreme Court, sir. So as of now we are working from Amravati as the capital, sir.
So how far do you think in the last 10 years the state of Andhra Pradesh has built some capital cities?
In terms of infrastructure,
Yes.
sir, I think the government is focusing more on bringing investments into the state, and we are building new ports, new infrastructure, and the capital we have started from scratch, and we have almost done all the infrastructure over there, sir.
Be more precise, concrete. Can you name some ports which started in the last 10 years, revamping of infrastructure?
Sir, I can't recollect at this moment. I'll definitely look into it, sir.
And you said that the government is investing in the capital city. Is it really happening?
Works has stopped. Already the investment has been done. Already the structures has been built. Of both High Court, the Secretariat have been already built, sir.
And you talk there was talk about public debt in India. What is the status of public debt of Andhra Pradesh?
Budget, it is around 4.1% of GSDP in 23-24, sir. And the estimates for projection for 2024-25 is around 3.5% of GSDP, sir.
Are you talking about deficit or are you talking about the public debt?
Really sorry, sir. It is around 32% according to the RBI.
Can you name the quantity? Can you name the quantitative terms? How much is the debt approximately?
Sir, I'm not sure of it, sir. I'll look into it, sir.
And recently in the budget, there was talk about solar panels installation. So what impact does it have What is the reason for giving more push on the solar panels?
So one thing is to bring about energy security, and the second thing is to reduce the energy bill on people, sir. It is said that if 300 units of electricity will be generated, so it will be free of cost for the people who install it, sir. I think these are the two reasons, sir.
What impact does it have on imports and exports?
Sir, it may reduce our import bill of coal, petroleum, but as we don't have the solar panel generation capacity, maybe it may increase those imports, sir. So we have to look into it, sir, what will be the net impact.
So, and your optional subject is sociology. Yes. So, some states, including the state of Andhra Pradesh, is focusing on caste census. While government in the very recent budget is talking about Gyan. Gyan. Heard of it? Gari.
Yes, sir.
You.
Yeah.
So, which of these two approaches are good going forward in terms of targeting beneficiaries?
Sir, I think both approaches are very important. In case of caste census, we need it because we lack currently data about what is the social, economical background of different castes, sir. So I think caste census is much needed to understand or revamp our reservation policy or our policy making, and focusing more on GAN, as you said, it will try to make us use our demographic dividend more usefully, sir. I think both are very important, sir.
Thank you. All the best. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.